Welcome to Parley's Diesel Performance Product Installation Training Series. Join us now and learn how to maximize your diesel's fuel economy and performance potential.
Hi, Justin here. Today we're going to show you how to install the new Banks Monster Ram Intake Manifold with Banks Boost Tube in a 2005 Dodge Ram 2500 with the 5.9 liter Cummins engine. We'll also be installing a Banks Billet Intake Heater Delete Spacer to make a little more boost. These popular 5.9 liter Cummins upgrades will fit in 03 to 07 Dodge Ram 3/4 and 1-ton diesel trucks. This install will be presented in two separate videos. Let's take a closer look at these cool products from Banks Engineering. Backed by a 5-year warranty, the Banks Monster Ram Intake Manifold with Boost Tube outperforms all other competitors with up to a 56.9% increase in airflow. This is the Banks Monster Ram versus a stock inlet elbow. Notice how cramped and angular the factory inlet is compared to Banks' larger, streamlined cast metal Monster Ram. With up to 6 ports for use with water, methanol, and nitrous injection systems, or pressure and temperature sensors, the sky's the limit for Monster Ram's performance expandability. In this install, we'll be adding the optional Billet Intake Heater Delete Kit, which adds an additional ½ pound of boost. This product is intended for use in warm climates. Engine startup can be really difficult in cold climates. Begin the install by disconnecting both batteries. Next, loosen the clamps that hold the rubber hose at the inlet of the stock intake elbow and slide the hose free of the intake inlet. Cover the intercooler up pipe opening with a clean rag to prevent foreign objects from entering the intake tract. Remove the bolt securing the oil dipstick to the stock intake elbow. You will need to save this bolt in order to secure the dipstick to the new Banks Monster Ram. Unsecure the wire harness brackets that are mounted on the intake by removing the nut and washer that secures them in place. Unbolt the 4 bolts at the base of the stock intake elbow and remove them. Be careful to not knock any debris into the intake through the electric heater element block. Cover the opening in the intake manifold with a clean rag. Remove the intake elbow from the engine. Remove the wires connecting the electric heater element block to the engine and remove the heater element block. Save the fasteners for reuse. Follow the factory intake heater power cables back to the intake heater relays located on the side of the passenger side battery. Disconnect intake heater power cables from intake heater relays. Save the fasteners for reuse. Remove the wires from the engine compartment. Loosen the hose clamp securing the driver's side intercooler up pipe. Retain the factory hose and hose clamps at the inlet side of the factory intercooler for use with the Banks Boost Tube. Remove the factory intercooler up pipe. Clean and dry all sealing surfaces thoroughly using a non-oil based solution like denatured alcohol to prevent any leaks in the system. Insert the Banks Boost Tube into the factory hose and loosely tighten the hose clamp. Cover the opening of the boost tube to keep out debris and foreign objects. Apply the supplied thread lock compound at the M8 ends and hand tighten the studs into the intake manifold. Make sure that the M8 ends go into the engine intake manifold. The 2 shorter studs go on the inboard side closest to the valve cover. This concludes part 1 of our install. Please click the Parleys Diesel logo on the screen to go directly to part 2.